Now when you're making a necklace, one of the things you have to be aware of is somebody will say, gee, I want a white and red necklace, or let's say a white and blue necklace. Okay? But I want the white to go around the neck and I want the blue to be elsewhere. So this would be the white part and this would be the blue part down here. Keep in mind, if you do that, we have all kinds of dirty oil on our necks. After about 2 weeks and that type of thing, this won't be white anymore, okay, around your neck. All right? So if you ever make this for somebody or make this for yourself, make the darker, okay, cord, the one that goes around your neck. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's just a little hint for you do. Okay, but here's what you do. You start off with when you make a cross, you have 4 pieces of string. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with 2 pieces. That's going to show you. I'm going to take this and I'm going to divide it in half, like this. And what I do is I would take this measurement. I would say, okay, I want to go so far, and that would be the loop around my neck. Okay, I measured that. Originally I said, okay, this is where I want to put the top of my cross right here. And then you can take this, and I made me a board here. It's got a little measurements, and what this clamp does is it just holds it in place. So that's going to be the top of where the cross is, right there. Okay, and that just comes apart. So what I do is I take this, fold it in half, and it measures out to be 9 inches. That's what the crosses do. So measure out 9 inches there. You can put it in here. This. And I'll take this other piece of string and I'll fold it in half also. And I find the middle part up here. And I take this, I spread those apart, and I'll take this and I'll just put that right through the middle there and just kind of hold it with my fingers. And what you see is you have a piece that's going down below and you have a piece that's coming up above. I basically weave that in. And what you're going to do is this is just turning into a weave. So if you go over something, what's the next thing you want to do? You want to go under it. So if this is going over on this side, okay, what's that going to do on this side? It's going to go under. So that's all you need to really remember. It's just if it's going over on one part, make it go under it goes back the other way. So I'm going to take this, and this is going to go under here. Okay, this is going to go over here. I'm going to put these together like this. And then this one here is going over this. So what's it going to go up? What's it going to do? Under. It's going to go under the whole way. This one is going under, so what's it going to do? Over. It's going to go over, but it's got to go under this one here first. Okay, so then it's going to go over everything. And when you pull it, okay, it makes the beginning of the knot. Okay, and then what you do is this one is going up and this one is going down. So you just keep it going in that same direction. You make this one go over, this one go under. You put them together, and then this one's going over, so it's going to go under. This one's going under, so it's going to end up going over it. And then when you pull this up, there is the first knot. First complete knot right there. Okay, that's a crown. And what this guy called this was a crown knot. So we're going to take the necklace part. 9 inches here. I'm going to take this part, fold it in half. Take this through. Okay, this is going over, so it's going to go under like this. We're going to take this around, and we're going to take it back through this hole here. Tighten that up. I'll slide that up to the top here, like so. And we're going to take this. We're going to take this the same way. We're going to take the same knot, the same direction. I'm just going to make that crown knot that I was talking about. You just shape it up with your fingers when you get it done. You just want to pull these straight out and then just shape it by pulling down on the middles until it's nice and square. Like that. And then you just keep doing the same thing. You just take this and you see this is going down, so you're just going to keep it going down. This one's going to go up and you're going to make those in the middle like that. This is going over, so you're going to take this one under and you're going to take this one and do that same half a square knot. And then if you look at that, that becomes the top of your cross. Okay, just like that. Okay. And so what you're going to do is you're going to do the same type of thing, but you're going to do it on the bottom. Okay. And then you're going to put them together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, I'm going to let you go, I'm going to take you all the way through what I do to make a cross. And I measured this out. If you look at the top here, I've got two different types of cords that we can use. There's a 550 cord, which is what this is. Okay, and what that means is it can hold 550 pounds before it breaks. Okay, and you've got a 95 cord, which is a smaller cord. You see, sometimes see me make some smaller crosses. Okay, and that's the 95 cord. And what I did was I made some measurements. It says, okay, I've got two different lengths cords. I've got a long cord and I've got a short cord. This would be the long cord. It's 50 inches long. So I would measure out 24, 48. Okay, here we go. We're about ready to start. We're going to make the long one the blue cord. We're going to make it go around the neck. So that's the one that goes, that's going to be the long cord. So we're going to take this, we're going to measure this out to be 50 inches. And then I'm going to make another cord that's going to be, hand me that red cord there. Just leave it out here. I'm going to make this one, the small cord, is going to be 18 inches long. Another one here, another blue cord that's going to be 18 inches long. And all you want to do is just melt that a little bit and then just kind of smooth it out a little bit and that type of thing. Then I need another white one that's going to be 18 inches long. It's going to be another short one. Okay, so now what I've done is I know that these short cords are 18 inches, so half of that is what? Half of 18 is 9, right? So I'm going to make this 9 inches to correspond with that. Okay, and that makes the loop around your neck from that 50 inches. So I'm going to put that in here. And what I'm doing here is I'm showing you can make these with different colors. You can make them all the same color if you want. But you can make them with different colors and do like school colors. Or this one here is going to be a kind of a special one that I make that you don't find out there anywhere. Again, this is the red, white, blue, and this one is this is the one I say is for the patriotic Christian. Okay. And then we go through and we're going to just keep going with that same square knot with a twist, or the first half of a square knot with a twist. And we're going to do that 3 times. There's the second time. And we're going to do 3 times. that makes the top of the cross right there. Now, some people will say that's actually 2 knots, but it's actually 3 knots. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, like that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to lay it off to the side. And then whichever color you want to be joined up in the middle again, and I'm going to show you that in a minute, you want to do it first. Okay, so I'm going to do this one. I'm going to make it red on the bottom, or make it first. And I just put that in here and just to hold it. You can do this without holding it, but it's a lot easier if you have a vice clamp to hold in. When I used to do this with the bolts and spring that I was talking about earlier, he had us get some ice picks. We would stab the ice picks into the ropes and hold them in place.
When I made friendship bracelets, I would safety pin them
Safety
to a
pin them.
pillow in my lap.
Same
Make
thing.
a little loop on it and I'll put it on my big toe.
Exactly, the same thing.
Isn't that called toe weaving?
No clue, but it works.
Yeah. Okay, so then we're going to set that up at the top. And now we have to take this out of the clamp, because we want this to go all the way down to the bottom like that. Okay, otherwise if you leave it in the clamp, you have that loop at the bottom. Okay, so then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take this over, under, top of the clamp. And this is why I said you can do this outside the clamp. But it's just a lot faster if you have it inside the clamp. You can see I've made the second knot there. We're going to get it nice and square. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back in the clamp here. And then I can just, that's the second knot, this is the third knot. Cinch it up, make it nice and square. Okay, here's the fourth knot. Here's the fifth knot. This is the last knot for the bottom. You do 5 knots on the bottom. Three knots on the top, 5 knots on the bottom. So there's the 5th knot right there. And interestingly enough, what that does is that puts them together, and you can make like a candy cane with that thing. And it makes it look like it spirals. If you look at it from the side, it looks like it spirals around. It's like an optical illusion. It's an optical illusion spiral is what it does. Okay. So once you get these into the middle like this, you can do this one or two ways. You can just have this go out and out like this. But what I found that looks the best, okay, if you were to take this is going under this rope here. So you're going to take it and put it over that middle rope. You're going to twist it. So this is going under this one, so it'll go over this one. Okay. And put that over to the side here like this. We're going to do the same thing over here. This is going under here, so we're going to take these middle ones and twist them. Okay, so it goes over this one. Going under this one and over this one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take these and we're going to put these face to face. Like this. Just going to put those right up next to each other. You can see I've got a couple of marks here. And what I do is I'm line those up with where the string comes out. And that tells me where the middle is. Okay, so here's where the string, here's where the mark is. Okay, and I just let that all sit down there. And I just take this over and I just clamp it down. Okay, now, I'll show you this real quick. Because here again, it's still the weaving. Okay, so this one went under this one, over this one, so what's it got to do on the next one?
Under.
It's got to go under, right? So I'm going to clamp that back. And right now, if you look at it, it's going over it. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to put it under it. Like that. All right. And you're going to take this, you're going to do the same thing, the same knot. Just going to take this over here, down here. Just going to take that right up like that. Cinch it down. Middle, just like we did before. You're going to do the same knot again. You're going to do it 3 times again. The top and the arms have the same length. So there's 2. I'm going to do 1 more. And you can see with those measurements, it doesn't waste a lot of string now. But that is one of the arms going out on the cross. And so now what you're going to do is you're going to flip this over. This back in the corner. The thing again, here again, this is going under this, over the middle one, so it's got to go under the one that's going out, going across from it. So you've got to twist this around here again. Put it under there. And we're going to do that same knot again. Go under here, put this around here, back through the hole. Tighten it up, cinch it down in the middle. Again, we're going to take to the twist, take this one under, take that one around, get through the hole. That's the second knot for the side. Okay, take the twist again on it. Okay, this one's going over, so we're going to take it under. Take that one around this, through the hole again. Cinch it down. And what you have is you have a finished cross. Now you just have to cut it, and you can see in the middle what it does is it makes a nice little weave in the middle. What you do is you want to cut this as close as you can down here, like that. Take these 2 here, cut them nice and close. Take this one, nice and close. Same thing on the other side. Now what we got to do is melt it with the thing. Now if you notice on my lighter, what I've done is I've taken and I've got some bandage tape and I put on the side there. And the reason I've done that is because you can see here where I've done it a couple of times, it actually melts this plastic if you don't.
Wow.
And then it doesn't make a nice crease in the paracord. So what you do is you put this on there and you can take that off and you don't melt your lighter. It makes it a little bit nicer. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take this and you're just going to melt that a little bit. Just not too much. You're just going to take the corner and you're just going to roll it right on in there. It's just going to make a nice little. I'm going to do the same thing here. And that is the cross necklace.